Yeah.
Okay.
It's free. So the quirks of having a free app.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is this thing look crooked?
I mean, if you go straight across, it's straight.
I don't know how to break it. Oh, there it is. There we go. There we go.
My wife manhandled it.
That'll happen sometimes. Perfect. Thank you. Got it.
Thank you.
All right. Oh yeah, that'll be great. All right. Technical difficulties, but we seem to be back in action. Team meeting. We are ready for action. And we're off. Bloomington wins the face-off. Fires it down behind the net. Zoe picks it up. Zoe in front of the net. Zoe shoots. Pushed into the corner by the SPL goalie. Back out for Jenna. Sliding pass. Push back behind the net. SPL keeps it in. Centering pass. Pushed out. Puck dump back behind the net. Back out to the point. Just bounced out. Center ice battle pushes the puck into our zone, deep into the corner. Shot on goal by SPL, pushed into the corner. SPL fighting. Turning pass. Audrey picks it up through center ice. SPL gets it back, dumps it back into the corner. SPL centering pass picked off by Bloomington. Can't quite get it out. Chased into the corner by Mila. Pushed it up the boards. Intercepted but not out. Dumped into the other corner. Bloomington finally clears the zone and gets on for a change. And we've got an icing by SPL. Face off, won by Bloomington. Pushed back out to the point. Dumped in, centering pass, shot, and a goal! What a one-timer. Bella, after a long absence, is on the board. Face off, won by Bloomington, intercepted by SPL, pushed down into the corner. Bella pushes it up. Allie, stick check along the boards, back centering pass, dumps in behind the net. SPL gives chase, intercepted by Bloomington. Alexis on the wing. Fans on it. SPL pushes it back down.
Go, 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 go!
SPL carries it into their own zone, where it's intercepted by Alexis. Back behind, Zoe with the spinning move from behind the net. Covered by the goalie for a face-off.
Go, Blue!
Face-off, won by Bloomington, pushed into the front of the net, intercepted by SPL. SPL carries into the zone. Dumps it into the corner. Turned over by Bloomington. Back behind the net. Bloomington on a foot race up the wing. Mila carries in. Dances around. Back out to the point. Ava chases it into the corner. Pinches down. SPL digs it out. Still in the zone, pushed back down to the corner by Bloomington. SPL brings it around the net, leaned on by Charlie. Turnover, Charlie back up to the point. Bloomington dumps it back down into the corner. SPL chases it back from around their net. Charlie ties her up. We've got a delayed penalty on SPL for interference. Not enough time to get an extra skater in. And we'll skate 5-on-4. Penalty on number 4 for SPL. 2 minutes for interference. Face-off. Push to the side. Won by SPL. Up but not out. Bloomington did a nice job channeling some great defense that we've faced over the past couple weeks, pinching at the top and keeping it back in. Bloomington. Zoe dances around, changes hands, tries to get a shot, blocked by the defender, pushed into the corner. Now back out to the point. Side pass to the other defender. Fitz hustles there first, tries for a centering pass. Still pushed into the corner. SPL comes away with it. Back out to the point. Just squeaked past. Bloomington tries to dump it in off the indirect pass off the boards and can't. We'll get a change while Zoe gives chase. Pinch in. Dumped back in from Viv. Zoe. Working magic, shot along the side. It's still loose on the side of the net. Zoe gets dumped. No call. Great pressure by Zoe on the defenders. Couldn't quite get it in. SPL brings it out. A 1-on-5 SPL while they work to get a change off. Keeping it in. Great penalty kill to bring it into the corner. Centering pass to no one. SPL fans on it. Jenna has it and brings it out. SPL takes over while Bloomington gets a change. Shot. Ooh. Great shot by Ziva. Goalie does a nice job to smother it. 8 seconds left in the power play. Off, won by SPL, taken back behind their net. Comes around the side, indirect pass to a teammate. Able to clear the zone and bring it in. Turnover. Little two-man game at center ice by Bloomington. Just tipped away from SPL as they carried into the zone. One-time shot just wide of the net by SPL. Karam's all the way around the boards. Ziva trying to bring it out. Pitched off. We've got a 2-on-1, a 1-on-1. Shot. Goal! Top corner. Mila's on the board. First time all year. She's been working hard and it finally paid off. Goalie went low and she went high on that one. 2-0. Bloomington. 8:25 left to go in the first. Face off. Won by Bloomington. Pushed off to the side. Allie and Zoe, little two-man. Just chipped away by SPL. SPL brings it in, pushes it into the corner. Bloomington defenders wrap it around. Still kept in by Bloomington, by SPL. They push her on the other side. Zoe's in a foot race with the puck. Does a great job of lifting the defender's stick, but both skaters over skate. Alexis there to keep it in. Now Zoe gives chase back down to the corner. They chip it down to the goal. Pass back behind the net, taken over by SPL. SPL is able to clear the zone to the Bloomington defenders. Great passing by the Bloomington defense today. Allie had a nice back check, able to pick the pocket and carries it in. Icing waved off as that puck was tipped at center line. Taken over by SPL. Jenna intercepts the pass at the blue line. Tries to get a shot off, tied up by the SPL defender. A little back and forth at center ice. SPL comes away with it and brings it into the zone. Shot just wide of the net. Charlie takes it off into the corner. There's Mila trying to bring it out. Can't. Chipped back in. Rossi pushes up along the boards. Jenna, great body control check up along the boards. Kicks out to Charlie. Center ice intercepted. Bloomington does a great job using the boards to get it out of the zone and bring it in. Gives chase. Can't quite get it. And SPL is able to chip it back out. Center ice, Zoe using the boards, chipping it back in. Bloomington on the forecheck, causes the turnover. SPL just able to clear the zone. Great control while Bloomington resets and finds her shape. Zoe gets the puck, brings it in. 1-on-2. Zoe, center shot. Bar down, goal. Bar down, that went in. The fans were unsure if that went in as the signal from the ref was brief and very quick, but that was definitely a bar down goal by Zoe. 3-0 Bloomington here still in the first. Face off, won by Shakopee. The defenders bring it into their own zone. Turnover, wild shot from the point. Shakopee back behind the net. Trying to control. Again, the Bloomington forecheck really doing its job here today. Centering pass just tipped on, pushed away by the goalie. Here comes SPL on a breakaway. Uses the boards to go right around the Bloomington defender. Shot just wide of the net. Pinched off the boards by Bloomington. SPL pushes it back into the corner. Viv back around behind the boards. Ziva picks it up. Carey, centering pass. Great idea. Clears the zone. SPL brings it around. 1v5. If I'm counting correctly. Uses the board. Still controlling, allowing them to change. Centering pass back out to the point. Pushes onto the net. One time shot. Kick save. The goalie. Great job by Ziva. Centering pass. Icing's waved off as they said it was tipped. Puck goes all the way to the corner. Great forecheck. Zoe can't quite keep it in, and it's offsides. Great idea, great speed, just a half a step too late. 4:48 left to go in the first. 3-0. Face off, won by Bloomington. Center ice battle. SPL doing a nice job. Unfortunately, just pushed it out, and we'll have an offsides call. It was a great idea, but the SPL player fell down against the boards. Her teammate did not realize that. Face off, won by Bloomington, pushed out of the way by Alexis. SPL towards their own defense to recover, doing it in person. Somehow just slips through 2 defenders. SPL clearly offsides, but the referees let him play. That one's brought out of the zone, given chase by 2 Bloomington, and we've got an offsides.
Good job, Blue!
Allie did a nice job to tie up that offender just enough to get the offsides call. Face off, push to the middle. Taken over by Bloomington as we skated out of the zone. Get the red line and dump it in. Zoe gives chase on the forecheck, gets it into the corner. SPL defender fell down, centering pass to Alexis. Backhand shot just blocked by the SPL defender as they cleared out of the zone. Bloomington doing a nice job being patient and waiting for people to clear before they dump it back in. No icing issue just over the red line. SPL takes it back behind their own net. Zoe again on the forecheck. Great hip check as the defender just pushes her to the ground. Charlie and Zoe 2-on-3. Puck comes back out to the point. Shot just on net. Tied up. SPL brings it away. They gain the zone. Shot. Floater. Easily blocked and steered away out of the zone. Our goalie pushes it down. It is an icing. Just a hair outside the goalie crease. Bring the puck all the way back down to our own end. 3:13 left to go in the first. SPL has it. For those wondering, those are actual plays being drawn up by the Bloomington bench. We have it on video. Bloomington. Jenna gives chase. Bloomington dumps into the zone. Jenna had 1 skate on the blue line, but the referee felt that wasn't enough, so they called offsides. Face off, pushed to the side by Eden Prairie, dumped into the zone by Jenna. SPL, one defender to the other. Trying to bring it out. Can't find the zone. Now they found it. We've got a little bit of speed. This could be trouble. Shot just wide of the net. Dumps it into the zone. Self-pass out of the zone by SPL. They have to wait for the rest of the players to clear. The defender does a nice job being patient. Forwards it back up. Bloomington does not let them get away with it. Jenna takes over. Jenna shot on goal, pushed to the side by the goalie. SPL back behind the net, brings it out to the left wing. Now trying to go through center ice. Zoe tripped and fell over a random stick. SPL 1v4. Smothering defense by the Bloomington team as the puck stays in the corner. Here comes Zoe. Zoe came back to go get it. Left, right, deke. Triple deke. Around the defender. Strong side. Tries to jam it home. And we've got a whistle. And we've got a little dust up. Zoe was what looked like reaching for her stick. Shakopee defenders taking umbrage with that. She tried to jam it home on the goalie. No call. And we've got a face-off. Face-off, won by SPL. They did a nice job tying up Zoe and then dumping her like a WWE move. I think I saw that last night on TV. Centering pass intercepted by SPL. Back out to the point. Fanned on it by the Bloomington defender. SPL takes over. Brings it into the zone. Chips it ahead into the corner. No icing. SPL back behind the net. Centering pass tried for and blocked. Fitz brings it up out of the zone after doing a really nice job playing defense. Goes around the defender who fell and tripped her with the rogue stake. Centering pass out in front. Keep it in. There goes the goalie. We're going for the extra skater. I like it. I like it a lot. 6-on-5. Here comes Bloomington. Bloomington centering pass. There's Alexis. She goes into the corner, fans on it, misses, and we've got a defensive touch-up. I like the aggressiveness by Bloomington on that one, and we're going to have a tripping call on SPL by number 4. 48 seconds left to go in the first. Face-off, won by SPL. Back to the point, but not out. Chip back in by Bloomington. Taken over by Zoe. Push back to the center. SPL just trying to keep it out. Bloomington doesn't step up. Puck goes right through. Great forecheck by SPL. Scrum along the side, pushed out by Bloomington. We've got a one-on-one. SPL just chips it out of the zone. Bloomington, center ice, centering pass. Zoe gives chase again. Shakopee defender changes sides to bring it back out. Now comes to the near side. 3 seconds. 2, 1. And that's the end of the first. Your Bloomington Eden Prairie 3, Shakopee Prior Lake 0. The referees are ready, but the teams are not. Here we go, start of the second. SPL goalie ready. Bloomington goalie ready. 1 minute, 12 seconds left in the face-off. We're going to go 5-on-4 still with Bloomington ahead. Zoe brings it in. Tied up by the Shakopee defender. Puck back behind the net. Comes out to the side. We have fans on it. Push back recovered by the Bloomington defense. Zoe, nice job shaking the pinch tried to put on. Centering pass to nowhere. SPL takes over, 1v4. She should just go to the corner, and does. 30 seconds left in the penalty. Tries to go to the corner and just kill it. Turns it over, intercepted by Bloomington. Bloomington gets it out of the zone. SPL, they do a nice job in that defender-to-defender pass before it enters the zone. Push put into the corner. And out comes Bloomington, trying to find their shape. Some one-time passes. Just tripped over her own stick. causing SPL to turnover. They dump it back into the zone. 2 seconds left in the penalty kill, and SPL did a nice job. We are now even. Puck stays in the zone. Zoe. 1-on-2. Shot. Just eaten up by the Shakopee goalie. Kicks it back out to the point. Just unable to keep it in. Shakopee brings it into their own corner. Great pinch. Little hip check there by the Bloomington defenders. Centering pass just off the stick of the Shakopee offensive winger. Pushes back into the corner. Shakopee, shot on goal off the rebound. Great pad save by the goalie. Back out to the point. Bloomington defender ate that one off her leg. Pushes the puck back into the corner. Forces a turnover. Bloomington ices the puck. And we have a whistle. Jenna gave chase, but great effort. Face off, tied up. Shot by Shakopee to the point. Easily pushed aside by the goalie. Another shot on goal. Steered aside into the other corner. Centering pass. Tried to get it back out. Blocked by the defender. The SPL winger dumped by Bloomington defense. Defense has been pretty stout today. Zoe brings it up the wing. Good slap aside. Oh. The puck was resting on the blue line, and as the player drew it back to push it ahead to Zoe, went from being onsides to offsides. So we'll have a face-off outside the zone. Bloomington needs one more. Instead, chooses to start the face-off, going 5-on-4. Now we've got our fifth player. Puck pushed back in the zone, intercepted by SPL. Great forecheck by Johnson. Interception into the corner. Centering pass off the back of the net. Player still tied up. It's 2-on-2 scrum. We've got a Donnybrook. A lot of pushing in there. Puck still loose. Ava was just dumped away from the puck. Now she's in there after it. Jenna comes in. Shot just deflected out back into the corner. Charlie has it. Centering pass back. Now finally intercepted by SPL, brought out of the zone. Centering pass. We've got a 2-on-1. Bloomington hustles to get back. Great poke check by the Bloomington defender. Centering pass, fanned on and missed. Just pushed over the line, forcing a reset. SPL fans on it. Puck still at the blue line. Now it's carried in. Intercepted off the boards. Not out. Pinched in by SPL, now pushed in the opposite corner. Bloomington gets chased into the corner. Stopped at the point by SPL. Shot just wide. Another shot deflected off the stick. Cross centering ice. Charlie brings it up. That'll be tipped, no icing. As SPL picks it off. Forecheck. Oh, that's going to be a cross check in the back. That was unfortunate, but 2 hands plus extension on Jenna is going to be a 2-minute cross check. I think she put her hands up just to stop the player, but unfortunately 2 players moving at high speed. One of them's going to fall, and that's why we got the penalty.
Go, Ziva!
Bloomington's first penalty of the night.
Oh, that's out. Go, Ziva!
Shakopee living dangerously on their outs calls. Just gets the player back on sides as they bring it in. Centering pass out. Pushed back into the corner by SPL. Bloomington digs it out. Centering pass. Center ice back and forth. Shot pushed on goal. Zoe gave chase. Keeper wisely pushes into the corner. Zoe, a little S-turn. Another S-turn. 3-on-1. Great kill by Zoe there. Shakopee tries to go a little whoopsie-daisy around the boards. Can't do it. Now they try to bring it in the other way. Shakopee gains the zone, brings it into the corner, back around the net. Still circling. Ziva, great job stealing the puck and kicking it out of the zone. Whoops, sorry about that. Pushed it all the way back as Bloomington goes for a change. Shakopee brings the puck up. Mila, nice job kicking it out with her feet. SPL gains the zone. SPL still circling. Centering, shot, blocked by Mila. Pushed into the corner. Shot, easily covered by Abby. We've got a whistle. 18 seconds left to go in the penalty. Face-off, won by SPL. Back to the point. Shot, blocked by the defender. Rebound, gets her own shot. Blocked by Abby, pushed into the corner. Centering pass, intercepted. SPL keeps it in. Back out to the point. Shot from the point, steered aside by Abby. Puck back behind the net. It went off of the back of her skate and in. Kind of a fluke bounce. Sometimes that happens. 3-1. Face off. Won by SPL. SPL's doing a nice job tying up Zoe on the face-off. Centering ice. Zone gained just by Zoe. SPL takes over. 1-on-1. Great back checking by Bloomington. Shot. Easily scooped up by Abby. Face off, won by SPL. Back out to the point. Shot. Pushed aside by Abby with the pad. Alexis pushes it out of the zone.
Go, go, go!
Bloomington gave chase, couldn't quite get the handle on it. Viv recovers nicely and pushes it into the corner.
Let's go, Blue!
Great job kicking it out of there. Shot back into the other corner. Direct pass off the boards. Goes around our player. SPL shot goes into the opposing corner. SPL doing a nice job pinching. Can't quite get it off, and Abby covers. .7:13 left to go in the second. Face-off, won by SPL. Back out to the point. Pass over the other defender. Here comes Charlie. Intercepts the pass, brings it up. She dumps it into the zone. Back around, Jenna gives chase. She wins it first. Centering pass, just fanned on it. Shakopee breaks it up. Jenna still with it. Centering pass, intercepted by SPL. SPL gains his own. One-time shot, pad save, pushed into the corner by Abby. Back out to the point, centering pass, just wide into the opposing corner. Another shot, right into the glove by Abby. SPL's come out firing this period. Out shooting us 15-1, 15-7 so far. Face-off, won by SPL. Pushed out by Bloomington. Still loose. Bloomington pushes it out of the zone. Puck was out of the zone, then back in. We've got an offsides on Shakopee. Face off. Great tie up by Zoe. Shakopee's done their scouting report. They're doing a nice job tying Zoe up with multiple players. Zoe somehow still manages to get a puck around on that one. Just pushed out of the zone. SPL centering pass. Just a bit too far for her skater. Bloomington recovers in the corner. SPL still fighting for it. Bloomington, pass off the boards. Another pass off the boards. Clears the zone. SPL just pushes it into the corner. Centering pass, blocked by Bloomington. Bounce pass off the wall. Tries again. Bouncing pass. Bouncing shot stopped right off the pad by Abby. Another shot comes in. That one rolls easily scooped by her in her glove. We've got another face-off. 5 minutes left to go here in the second. Face-off, won by Bloomington into the corner. Chipped ahead, Alexis takes over. Just out of her reach. SPL, Bloomington. And we've got an offsides call. Off, won by Shakopee. Zoe Bolizer takes the zone out. Allie, backhanded shot. Just intercepted by the SPL winger as she brings it up the ice. Gains the zone, 1v2, circles around, back behind the net.
Somebody.
Centering pass, intercepted by Bloomington. Zoe brings it in. In the corner. Closer.
Get closer.
Much closer. Chipped out of the zone by SPL. Indirect pass off the boards. Trying for Jenna. SPL picked it off. They still have it. Centering pass. Goes through the zone all the way to the other side. Jenna picks it off. Jenna brings it out. 2-on-2. Jenna on her strong hand. Goes to the net. Backhand. Kick save by the goalie. Puck pushed back into the corner. SPL brings it back out. Shot right around the Bloomington defender. Abby, the great save, anticipating that. Bloomington brings it out. Charlie over to Jenna. Jenna just overskated. Kept into the zone by Mila. In the corner. SPL intercepted by Mila. Waits to clear the zone. Just overpasses Charlie. Charlie's able to recover and dump it back in. Bloomington in the middle of a change. Shot blocked by the Shakopee defender. Pushed back into the zone. Zoe gets it. Back to Ziva. Centering pass intercepted by SPL. Great idea and great unselfishness by Zoe. Icing's waved off as the puck just died at center ice. Here comes Zoe. Puck's on its edge. Recovered by SPL behind the net. Zoe back out to the point. Pushes it back into the corner. Audrey back behind the net. Fans on it. SPL has it. Centering pass intercepted by Mila. Mila around the corner. Mila strong side shot. Just tipped over the goalie's head. Puck still in the corner. Now recovered by SPL. Still can't get it out. Now they do. Now it's pushed back into the zone by Bloomington. All Bloomington goes for the defenders, go for a change. Bloomington, backhand, roller, just pushed wide. Another centering pass blocked by the Shakopee defenders. Just chipped out of the zone by Bloomington. Bloomington doing a nice job waiting. But while they were changing, the puck came out and the players went in. So we've got an offside. Face off, won by SPL. Pushes it back into their zone. SPL trying to bring it back out, and does. Foot race into the corner, won by Bloomington. SPL just chips it away. SPL still on it, centering pass intercepted by Bloomington. Bloomington brings it back out. Sorry about that. Viv tripped up with the puck, and we've got a delayed penalty. It's going to be on Shakopee for a slash with 20 seconds left to go in the period. Face off by Bloomington. Carries the puck in front of the net. Centering pass for Zoe, just tied up by the Shakopee defenders. Centering pass again, just tipped wide by Zoe. Zoe still on it in the corner. Around the defender, Mila, centering pass, centering chest, shot one time, oh! Just as time expired, the goalie just got enough of it. The puck rolls out of the crease as time expires. After two, it's 3-1 Bloomington.
Well, I guess I bought my son another bike.
Did you get it all bought? That's fine.
paid for it. They sent me a receipt.
.140 left on the penalty as we start the third. Shakopee a person down. 3-1 Bloomington. Bloomington wins the face-off. Shakopee gets the puck.
Go, Lila.
Mila is able to recover and bring it into the zone. Centering pass for Zoe. Pushed into the corner. Another centering pass. Puck still behind the net. Shakopee finally able to get it. Bloomington intercepts. Dumps it back up for Zoe. Oh! The defender did a nice job with stick placement. Bloomington up through Zoe. Sees the opening. Splits two defenders. Runs right through the middle. Just gets enough on it. Oh, she's tripped by the goalie. Great play by the goalie as she comes out. Centering pass from Zoe. Back out to the point. Gets it back to Zoe. Back behind the net. Zoe puts the brakes on. Centering pass. Pushed away by the Shakopee goalie. Back into the corner. Zoe coming off for a change. Shakopee with the puck. Bringing it out. Intercepted by Jenna on the forecheck. Great job picking her pocket. Brings it into the corner. Backhand. Blocked by the Shakopee defender. Now she's got it on a forehand. Just pushed away. Bloomington able to regain. Chip it in towards the goal, and we've got a whistle. Great stop by the Shakopee goalie to come out of her crease. Playing the puck. Basically decleat Zoe. It was a great play, a great effort by both players. Face-off, won by Shakopee. Centering pass, intercepted by Bloomington. Tries to put it on net, can't quite get there. Bloomington keeps it into the zone. Shot, just missed the tip. Shot just wide of the net. SPL brings it back around their net. Back into the corner. Bloomington doing a nice job at their forecheck. Shot comes in from the point. Stopped by the Shakopee defender. Back out to the point. Shot. It's like a high fastball. Hit traffic in front. Pushed into the corner. Another shot from the point. That one steered wide by the Shakopee defenders. Puck back behind the net. Back to the middle. Pushed back in by Bloomington. Puck just clears the zone. Easily picked off by the two Bloomington defenders. They try to reset. Oh! Bloomington picks the pocket and chips it back into the zone. Audrey doing a nice job giving chase. Puck's out of the zone. Great job by Bloomington to clear the zone and to continue with the puck. Bella's got a one-time shot. Glove saved by the keeper. We've got a whistle. 12:02 left to go in the third. Face-off, won by Bloomington. Back to the point. Back to Alexis, who's double-teamed. Back out. SPL just chips it out. They gain the zone. We've got a 3-on-2. They fanned on it. Great defense by Bloomington. They fight for it in the corner. Pushes it back aside. Over to Alexis. Alexis chips it up off the SPL defender. Puck clears the zone. Zoe giving chase. Picks it off. Great job playing with the free hand. Allie with a nice hip check back behind the net. SPL brings it up. Poked away by Viv. Poked away again by Viv. Great stick work. Rides her up. Allie comes over to help. Centering pass, still managed to get it out. Bella's got it. Centering pass, just too far for Alexis. Bloomington able to corral it. Bounce pass off the wall to Mila.
Go, Jenna!
Jenna comes in, steals the puck, shot. Blocker save. Back behind the net. Charlie gives chase into the corner. SPL trying to have it. Jenna doing a nice job with the forecheck. That puck saw the corner, but just at the last minute, the goalie steered it aside. SPL can't get it out. Bloomington did a nice job with their forecheck. Causes another turnover. Bella shot. Covered by SPL, and we've got a whistle. Mila, excuse me. 10 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in the third. SPL wins the faceoff. Bloomington keeps it in.
Look up, we got her!
Oh, Jenna grabbed the puck, took the open space, shot just off the post, goes into the corner. Centering pass by Charlie, chips it on goal. Rebound, back on goal. Recovered by the Shakopee goalie. Face off, won by Bloomington. Pushed into the corner. SPL recovers, centering pass, Bloomington. Jenna did a great job getting her stick on it, tipped it towards the goal, but the goalie was able to cover. Face off, again, won by Bloomington. Pushed into the corner, Charlie gives chase. Bouncing puck just over Charlie's stick. SPL keeps it. Great job by Ziva. Keeping it in and getting a shot on goal. Pushed into the corner by the keeper. Centering pass back to Jenna, who kicks it over to Ava. And now SPL finally clears the zone. Shakopee. They called it. They called it. Shakopee dumped our player right at center ice. One referee blew the whistle. The other referee did not. It'll be 2 minutes on a cross-check. Some confusion as people didn't hear a whistle, but there was a whistle.
Go, Ziva!
Face off. Won by Bloomington, who just pushed Zoe to the ground. Puck goes to the top, shot just wide, dumped into the corner. SPL doing a nice job trying to bring it out. Great defensive work at the top to keep it into the zone. Good hip check by Zoe. The referees are kind of letting them go in this third period. Still in the corner. Great battle going on. Back out to the point, shot. Hit the glove of the Shakopee defender. Hand pass to her teammate. Back behind the zone. Kept in by Bloomington. Dump back around. Shakopee first together. Centering pass by Bloomington. Shot and cover. Oh! We've got a late hit by the Shakopee player on Zoe. Well after the whistle. The referee was all over that. Zoe did a nice job not retaliating. Got her for 2 minutes for roughing. 5-on-3 for 1:10. Face off, won by Bloomington. Bloomington back around to the point. Shot from the top. A looping shot just wide of the net. Played with a high stick. Jenna played it with a high stick. It's going to bring the face-off all the way down in the Bloomington zone.
Let's go, Blue! Put it in the net! Let's go, Blue! Let's do it! 5-on-3, let's go!
Jenna getting a nice explanation from the ref about why her stick placement was just a touch high. Face-off, won by Bloomington. Shockbee's doing a really nice job with their face-off and stepping into our offensive player. Bloomington gains the zone. Back out to the top. Shot comes in just wide of the net. In the corner, covered by Bloomington, centering pass. Shot blocked by Shakopee. Centering pass again, intercepted by Shakopee. Kept in, shot from the point. Sticked into the corner. Oh! Jenna got it. Jenna got it. Brought it in on net. Nice job. A little pushing and shoving after the fact. No call by the ref. The refs are giving the players a stern talking to. 14 seconds left in the 5-on-3 situation. Face-off, won by Bloomington. Into the corner. Alexis, centering pass. Just bounces over Charlie's stick. Charlie still kicking it out.
Watch the ball!
Still fighting for it.
Behind you!
Now we're 5-on-4. Zoe circles back around. Centering pass. Intercepted by Shakopee. Zoe gives chase. Kept in by Bloomington.
Keep it up, Blue!
Bloomington dumps it in the corner. Shakopee back from behind.
It's a power play!
Turnover.
Let's go, Blue!
16 seconds on the penalty. Shakopee did a nice job killing that off. Bloomington tries for a reset. Zoe to Alexis. Alexis gains the zone. Alexis shooting. Just pushed wide on the keeper. Centering pass by Zoe. Back to Alexis, trying to jam it in on the side. The keeper's doing a nice job keeping her stick on it. We are even, 5-on-5, 6:17 left to go in the third. Here comes Shakopee. 1-on-3. Pushes into the corner, gets around her defender. Still has it. Carried in front by the SPL forwards. He loses it. Zoe clears the zone. And Bloomington goes for a change. But it better be quick because here comes SPL. Shot wide into the corner. Still in. Shot pushed towards the center. Still in. Centering pass. Shot deflected out in front. Chipped just off to the side. Bloomington intercepts the centering pass and pushes it all the way around, but not out. Centering pass shot just off the post. She can't find it. The keeper blows it tight, even though it was still loose. The puck did not go in. Bloomington escapes on that one. 5:13 left to go in the third. A little discussion going on as she had no idea where the puck was. It hit the post and kicked back into her, and she did the smart thing just by sitting on it. But it was still moving around back there. Face off. Pushed to the corner by Shakopee. Retrieved by Bloomington. Back out to the point. Fanned on it. Bloomington carries it out. Audrey carries it in. Shot on goal. Covered up by SPL. Face off. Push to the corner. Won by Bloomington. Push back behind the net. Audrey gives chase. One-time shot. Oh, what a save by the SPL keeper to go from right to left. Just to get enough. I don't know how she got that one. She got enough of it to keep it out, but she did. And we've got an offsides call. Face-off, won by Bloomington. Alexis keeps it in, pushes it into the corner. SPL just chips it out. Bloomington to recover. Pass should be off the boards. Zoe turns. Shot trickles just wide of the keeper. Alexis on the forecheck. Bloomington keeps it in. Three on two. Puck's down there somewhere. Finally it's out. Recovered by Bloomington. Bounce pass off the walls. Retrieved by Zoe, who goes around three defenders. Puck goes into the corner. Icing's waved off. Recovered by SPL. Taken back around their net. 4 minutes left to go in the third. Pinched in, kept in by Bloomington. Puck back down into the corner. Alexis, shot in front, just wide. Zoe and Alexis give chase. Alexis hip checks. So we've got a delayed penalty call. Zoe's going to get it for a hip check, but I think the referee was influenced by the Shakopee bench, for as the player was dumped, all of the coaches on the Shakopee bench raised their arm. The two referees didn't, and then the referee raised his arm. So it did look like his decision was heavily influenced. However, we've got a penalty. Shot comes back up to the point. Jenna does a nice job forechecking. Puck just chipped in. Hand pass by Viv. Centering pass. Pushed wide into the corner. Bloomington pushes it up. Great block by Charlie to clear the zone right off the leg pads. Oh, check away. Charlie's forecheck's been amazing today. Oh. Shakopee tripped over the red line. Still managed to gain the zone. Shot, blocker saved by Abby. Pushed into the corner. Charlie's got it within her shoes. Pushes it out. 1-on-2. Charlie brings the puck in. Shakopee pushes it in. Into the corner. Jenna does a nice job cutting her off. Oh, bouncing puck intercepted by SPL. Still loose. Shakopee fans on it again. Fitz has the puck. Ziva, number 5, brings it into the zone. And she's checked off the board. Off the puck, into the boards. We've got a delayed penalty call on Shakopee. She hit her and then gave her a little extra elbow fling into the boards. I think that was just talls on smalls. Shakopee number 4, 2 minutes for roughing. 39 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Face-off, won by SPL, brought into the corner. Circle back around to find their shape. Pushed ahead into the zone by SPL. Shot blocked by the Bloomington defender. Centering pass, just fanned on it. Puck's back out of the zone. And we've got an offsides call. That'll be center ice. Shakopee down by 2. 1:53 left. 4-on-4. Shakopee pulled their goalie for the extra skater, so it's 5-on-4. Centering pass. Face-off. Won by Bloomington. Tried to push it into the zone. SPL keeps it in. Diva tied up by SPL. Mila gives chase. Oh! Zoe came in out of the box, grabs the puck just off sides, and shoots it wide. So we got a face-off outside the zone. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Shakopee, sensing danger, puts their goalie back in to go 5-on-4. Shakopee wins the face-off. Zoe steals it. Shakopee recovers, center ice, dumps it back in. That's going to be an ice. 1:24 left to go in the third. Face off. Won by SPL. SPL tried to get it out. Bloomington, nice job keeping it in. Now they get it out. SPL brings it in. Shakopee pulls the skater again. Chips it in, but a few steps offsides. Bring the face off outside the zone. 5-on-5 for 40 seconds. 1 minute left to go in the period. 1 minute. The fans encouraging the girls, letting them know about the empty net. Bloomington shoots it up to Zoe. Zoe, center ice. Shot. Goal. Great passing there by the Bloomington girls. That one should seal it. Four to 1. 30 seconds left in the penalty. 49 seconds left in the game. Oh, penalty's over because we scored. They were late taking that off the board. We've got 5-on-5 hockey. Face off. Won by Shakopee. Pushed into the zone. Bloomington recovers. Jenna tries to bring it up. Can't. Shakopee gains the zone. Centering pass. Intercepted by Bloomington. Right up along the boards. Centering pass. Great defense by Bloomington from her knees. Loose puck in front. Caused the offender to wave on it twice before being able to be covered by Abby. 19 seconds left. Shakopee pulls the goalie again. We're going to go 6-on-5. This time, no calls from an empty net perspective. Oh, there it is. Bloomington. Fighting for the puck. Shakopee gets it in front. Backhand flip, kick save into the corner by Abby. Shakopee recovers. 4 seconds left. 3 seconds. Centering pass nowhere. 2 seconds. Shakopee dumps it in after the bell. She dumped it into the net just as right after the buzzer sound. No goal. That's our game. 4-1. Your Bloomington Eden Prairie team over Shakopee Prior Lake.